Alright guys, welcome back. Here we are, the final boss for the base game before I jump into integrate and do the super bosses, I guess. You can call them the super bosses. So obviously we're using Cloud for this fight. Mostly because he's there at the beginning of the fight. Basically there to the beginning. And whoever joins, like the two that join your party is based on your decisions that you made during the base game. You know. So the choices that you made have implications in this fight. And every time I played it, I've always gotten either Tifa to show up first or Aerith to show up first. This time I got Aerith to show up first. Because I love her line that she uses against Sephiroth. It's kind of awesome. So yeah, let's get into it. Get ready to get flashbangs. Ah! So you know what's actually funny about these these CG cutscenes is that the base game or the actual in-game cutscenes actually look better than these. Where are we? It's kind of crazy. In-game cutscenes have now actually gotten better than CG, got better looking than CG cutscenes. You know, pretty crazy. But yeah, as I said, that like we're gonna be using Cloud in this fight just because he's the one who's gonna be there from the beginning. And the other two that join you are based off your decisions. I think I've only gotten Barret to join me like once. He's like jumped in there like one time, I think.
What the hell is this?
And it's going to be interesting because in Rebirth they actually have I guess you have the ability to date everybody in the party. I guess it's kind of funny. So, and I know you were able to do that before. You were able to date Tifa, Aerith, Yuffie, and Barret. So it'd be interesting, you know, if you're like you can take Red 13 on a date or Kate Sith on a date. Or Vincent, if Vincent's in your party at that point in time. I don't think he will be, but we'll see. We'll see how it happens. He's not playable, but he's going to be with us. And we don't know what capacity Sid's going to be like a part of the party. If he's just going to be like the pilot the entire time when you get the tiny Bronco. Yeah, look. As I was saying in the last video, this is Advent Children as hell right now. Sephiroth throwing broken buildings to you. Cloud suddenly is just like, I'm gonna slice through things. It's like, it's kind of interesting how like this plays out. It's like when he gets to this part of the game, all of a sudden he's like awoken, you know. Because, like, sure, he showed off feats of strength before, like, really cool things that he did. But it's almost as, like, once this thing happens, you know, like, once he gets to this bit, all of a sudden he's, like, awakened, you know? And we'll talk more about that once we get to the end of the fight. But we get the chance to mess with our materia, and that's what I'm going to do. No, I'm not going to have 9,999 HP. I have 8,000 HP? What did I do here? I don't remember this. Oh, did I forget to take the HP up materia off of me? Oh no, I broke my rule. There had to have been a reason for it.
Shut up!
Time to dig deep.
I think there's something Sephiroth does in this fight where, yeah, I was just like, no, this is gonna kill me if I do this. So you saw that like Firega did nothing, it healed me. There's a reason for that. It seems like he cast Firega the most. At least that's what I've noticed. I noticed that he cast Firega the most. My first attempt, I had Thundaga on, but I rarely saw him use Thundaga. Blizzaga was probably the second most thing that he did. So I ended up putting Element with Firega, and yeah. Now I just get free heals every time he does his Firega. So, which is awesome because it seems like that's the one he does the most. So what I was doing in this first phase is I was sitting in Punisher mode. I basically played off of his what was it? Tell you Tick Fury or whatever, that move that he does. Used counter stance if I could when he did that ability, and then watched out for basically like Blizzaga or anything like that, so we can get to the next phase. which you know you're there when this happens. This is when one of your teammates is going to show up and help you out here, because Sephiroth likes to throw things at people. And Aerith pops up and she says like one of the greatest lines that she says.
Not really. It's tough.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, so what? Screw him. I love that line. Aerith she got no chill. It's just like, screw him. So, okay. So the first phase was pretty simple. He doesn't really do like, this is when he's going to start using his more hard-hitting attacks.
I'm waiting.
You'll see him start to use, what was it? Yeah, Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate's one of them. He's going to jump in the air, he's going to slam down where you are, and then these little beams of light are going to come out. I don't remember how much damage they do to you, but it was quite a lot. Boundless Void, he's going to try sucking you in. I just roll out of the way. That one's nothing to really worry about. He'll throw 3 beams at you, which I don't remember him doing that before. That was kind of something I learned in this fight, because I usually was like up in his face a lot during the fight. He seems to kind of do that when you stay ranged from him. When you stay away from him, he'll do that. And you notice that he gets a lot faster. Aeolian Onslaught or whatever, that move, watch out for that. Definitely watch out for that. If you see him jump up in the air like that, because he's going to do like a slash up into the air and then he slams down, just roll out of the way. And then if he casts Fire, take the free heals. Take the free 1000 damage, perfect. And notice that I also use regen and I also use barrier as well. Counter stance does quite a bit of damage. Don't try to use counter stance for that attack, because with the little sign next to it, it's unblockable. It's an unblockable move. That's kind of the point. He has like 3 of them. Yeah, it seems like he does the 3 blade beams after he does Boundless Fury. Aeroga, he does that too. I just went and said, nope, I'm just gonna skip it. He's immune. He was taking stagger damage, but he wasn't taking any other kind of damage, at least as far as I saw. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is kind of indicative of what's going to happen in Rebirth. It seems like team-up attacks, you know what I mean? It was like at the very end, suddenly like your whole party's like working together, and it's like really cool. You can see like the progression in this game leading up into Rebirth. So now, we're into the 3rd phase where the next character is going to join, and you can probably guess who that's going to be. His one wing came out. Oh no. And Tifa's here. Coming in with her spinning kick. She's done that like 3 times. Or 2 times at least in the story.
Let's go.
So this is where things are going to get crazy. He's going to start infusing himself. So he starts off with lightning infusion, and then he's just going to start casting like a bunch of stuff involving that said element. Okay. So you saw the thunderstorm there. He'll cast Thundaga, and then he's also this is also going to be added on top of everything else that he does. Aeolian Onslaught. The Telluric Fury, the Blade Beam that he did here. Careful, because yes, if my character dies, I have to restart the whole fight over again. That's not good. And we're hit. Yeah, Hell's Gate, he still does that too. Yeah, I got hit by. Okay, so we got to see what that did. It did like 2,000 damage. We're rounding up.
Nothing personal.
So I'm like, I got another limit break. Let's use it. Limit breaks are gonna save our asses here. Get him pressured enough so I can sit there and heal. I need ATB. A lot of ATB. Yeah, I'm really dancing. I'm really dancing with death here. And yes, Sephiroth is most definitely gonna be up your ass the entire time. So he's one of the fights. Oh, so I saw him do this and I'm like, oh, perfect, I can heal now. So now he's gonna use Flame Wall, and you see me running into it. This actually saved me. Yeah. This actually saved me, because I was like, oh no, run into the fire, I need to heal. Yeah. While Sephiroth is literally beating my ass right now. And the fire is the firewall is the whole reason why I stayed alive, because I had no ATB to heal. He's up my ass, and yeah, the fire infusion couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest. So anyways, as I was saying, so Sephiroth is one of the bosses that will aggro whatever character you are controlling. Okay, you're gonna notice this with one of with the Whis fight as well when I get to that. The entire fight is basically just gonna be him chasing whoever you're controlling, and that's what Sephiroth is doing. That's why he's focused on me the entire time. Oh yeah, can't forget about Octoslash, right? This is an unblockable attack. I tried to block it. Don't try to block it. Try to get the hell out of the way. I think run away from him might be your best bet. So now that I have a free moment while he was infusing himself with wind, I believe his wind attacks are kind of easy to avoid. Yeah, his Aeroga just kind of, yeah, when you're rolling away from Aeolian Onslaught, roll from to the sides. Don't roll forward, because they'll slap you. His sword's too big for that. You know, you think with his 7-foot sword or whatever. And luckily his Aeroga just follows you around, tracks you around, it's pretty easy. And yeah, he's just fast all around. So he's gonna be, yeah, as I said, like he's gonna be like a boss that's gonna be up your ass. Yeah, I risked it for the Biscuit with counter stance and it worked out for me. Look at that. I took a little bit of damage, but overall, like, it worked out. I was able to put him in pressure. So I guess you could do that. If you got the ATB, hit him with counter stance. It's perfect. So we're gonna get him into stagger here.
Let's finish this.
And then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this moment to heal and recast my buffs. You know, it's kind of like that was kind of the smart idea, to be honest. So there's gonna be another phase after this, and yeah, this is the first time he's using the ice infusion. So he basically has all the elements. He's got fire, he's got wind, he does ice, and then he does arrow as well. Blizzaga, this is kind of a pain in the butt. Otherwise, I don't know what those big crystals do. I'm not too sure what they do. But yeah, when he just casts his Blizzaga at you, just block the initial hit and then roll away from the second attack. That one was a bad dodge on my part. That was a terrible dodge. I don't know what I was doing there. That was kind of silly. Got another limit break. And this one should move him into the next phase, which is when he's going to start summoning Meteor. He's going to summon the Meteor. That's when it's going to be a countdown. Nope, not yet. We're still not.
This one's for you.
This phase is quite long. Probably because I didn't spend a whole lot of it doing DPS. A lot of it I did spend kind of running away from him and getting slapped and then trying to stay alive. I think that was mostly like my biggest thing. Because yes, he is the boss that's going to be up your ass the entire time. Elemental Fusion, that's it. Is that like the infusion of all of them? We didn't get to see it, because clearly. We moved on to the next phase. So this is where he's going to summon Meteor, and then a countdown's going to happen. And then once that countdown comes down, that Meteor is going to hit, and it's probably going to wipe out your entire party. I cannot remember if that's actually happened to me before, but I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. And now he's going to float in the air, and he's going to start using Shadow Flare. So this is Shadow Flare right here. And they kind of act like their own mini like gravitational field. They'll try to suck you into it, and you can see the countdown 9, which is don't let that distract you. The countdown is very, very, very slow. I will not deny that. The countdown is pretty slow. So we're going to use Bahamut here because I realized that Shiva saved my ass in that one fight, so maybe Bahamut might help me here too. But he'll do some pretty good damage with his Mega Flare when he's gone, so we'll have him in there for that, in case I'm not able to burst Sephiroth down, because his life is kind of at a quarter now, and we have to load up the timer. So now this is like a DPS check, basically. And the good thing about it is that now Sephiroth is not going to be like up your ass all the time. He's mostly going to be floating there. And yeah, then he's going to do Heartless Angel. Everybody knows about this attack. So he smacked me with it. It kind of stuns you. So I guess the point of that attack is to basically knock you down and then lets him follow up attack you, which is what he just did there. And I'm like, oh no, he's doing that again. So that attack really hurts. He's doing a whole bunch of stuff. Only this time now he's not going to teleport in front of you, and he's not going to be sitting there trying to, like, you know, chase you down. So this attack just get out of its aura, you're fine. It seems like it's supposed to knock you down to like 1 HP, but it didn't knock me down to 1 HP. It knocked Tifa down to 1 HP, but not Cloud. He survived it with 81. Got another limit break. Limit breaks were kind of my DPS thing, and I whipped it. Yeah, I hit him with the up slash, but I whipped everything else. There's another one of my whipped limit breaks. Yeah, so don't just go throwing them out as soon as you get it. Make sure you can actually hit the target before you use it. So that was a cool 5,000 HP right there that we just did. And yeah, Bahamut ended the fight for us. Awesome. So yeah, just like my last summon with Shiva, now Barret and Red 13 are here. And this is where it gets like super admin children, I guess. You could say, kind of.
We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right.
We can change it, make it right. That line is kind of interesting. We can change it, make it right. That's like Eric telling us, like, yeah, we just don't want the future. Although this part's really cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually pretty badass. It's cheesy as hell, but it's pretty badass. Just cause of like the music. You've got One Winged Angel playing in the background, and then like, yeah. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this cutscene play out, and then yeah, I'll finish off the video here. So enjoy this bit, because this bit's actually like really cool, I think.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist. Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
the edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
Not yet. Seven seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Yeah, that whole cutscene has like huge implications, I think, for what's gonna happen in Rebirth.
Mr. Vice
Or
President.
like the big thing that maybe one of them. There's probably going to be multiple, but at least one of them. One of the big things that's going to happen, which people think is Aerith's death. I kind of think so. We'll see, but yeah, that's one of those really cool ones. And you see how the choreography for that fight goes. Excuse me. Like you see Cloud doing things you didn't see him doing like at all during the game. Freaking Scarlet over there. Yeah, you see him doing like all this stuff, and it's like, whoa, what the hell? And I almost feel like that where Sephiroth took Cloud there for a little while, it was almost like the future or something like that. It's like the future or some place where, like, I don't know, Cloud seems uninhibited or something. Like he's just not, he's not limited anymore or something like that. Or he's like, this is like the Awoken, which I said, like now he's suddenly doing things that you didn't see him doing like at all through the base game, you know? Like, yeah, sure, he jumped from platform to platform, you know, and fine, you know, I guess. But like, he's over here, he's throwing the sword up in the air, he's catching it, he's over there like quick stepping all over the place, you know, to get the swing on Sephiroth. It's like, yeah, right, dude, that's some Advent Children stuff right there, you know, that's something. And this was the big reveal of it, where it's like, oh no, Zack's alive, whoa, what the hell, he survived. People hated it. I know, they were not, they were pretty upset about it, but
Is that all of them?
I don't know, man. We'll just have to see what happens. But then you see, like, in the background, the freaking plot ghosts are over there, like, literally blocking Midgar. And
Hey, Cloud.
I don't know,
See that?
like he's beat up. He's grabbing Cloud from like basically Crisis Core, you know, because this is Cloud that's like passed out. Because all this stuff obviously takes place, for those that aren't really in the know, this part's supposed to take place before the original game. Because yeah, this is where Cloud takes up the Buster Sword. Basically, he takes on parts of Zack's, you know, personality, and then uses it, you know, tells everybody he's a soldier, first class, etc., etc. You know, the part in Crisis Core was actually pretty devastating. I wish I had time to squeeze that in there though, but I do have that up on my channel if you want to check it out. Unfortunately, PlayStation blocks the ending cutscene, so you can't even see it, you know, because I record everything on the PlayStation. So I was like, yeah, I'm salty about it. And then here's the other big review where Biggs is alive, you know, Biggs is alive and stuff, and
Thank you.
it's like this is Sector 7, at least what remains of it. This is where the plate dropped, you know. Obviously, because they're 7th heaven. Well, the sign at least. Everything else is gone. And they obviously found Biggs buried underneath the rubble, which is kind of like one of those things. I'm fairly certain Jesse's dead. Jesse's dead and not coming back. Pretty certain, because her death was definitely very, like, you know, she's dead. Biggs, I guess, was like a tease, I guess, a little bit. But his seemed like he died as well. But you think too, you like, right, you see those are like, that's her bandana, I believe, and then her glove as well. So it's like sitting there. So it's like some people, there is a theory that, you know, Jesse's alive too, I guess. But I don't know. But obviously Biggs is alive. And then Wedge is kind of like the toss-up, because we don't know whether or not he died when that window crashed, when he's falling out the Shinra building. That's kind of like. And then Marlene is supposed to. Marlene apparently is going to be playing some kind of interesting role in this. Like, she's got some insight on things. Like she's got some ancient genes in her or something like that. They kind of teased that a little bit when Aerith was saving Marlene from the bar. You know, they showed that she was kind of like, she kind of hears the voices too, you know, so that's going to be interesting when it plays in with Dying in the second one. I wonder if they'll actually talk about that. So we'll see. Yeah, see, and this is, in the OG, this is the part of the game where kind of like now they have their goal. They know who they're going after, you know? Because like the beginning of the game, it was just different. And then all of a sudden things changed up when they went to Shinra Tower. Now it's like, now we got to go after Sephiroth. Sephiroth's a threat to the whole world, you know?
We can.
And this is where the globetrotting begins, right? You know, we leave the linearity and go to the open world.
Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use.
Man, I can't wait to play Red 13. I feel like he's gonna be fun. Hell, I saw some information about Cait Sith. Even he looks like he might be fun to play. Might be another support unit. He's gonna be. It seems like he's gonna be like another Barret, except like what he's gonna be able to buff people. Because it seems like he has like the ability to buff people with one of his Moogle abilities or something like that. But his is like, his also plays off the luck. I guess, you know, kind of like how it was in the original game, played off the luck. But yeah, even he seems like he's gonna be really fun to play. And Yuffie is cool. I like how she plays and integrates. She's fun as hell.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
Yeah, see, this is kind of like, this was also another like a little tease to like the multiple timelines, because you see Cloud and Aerith walk by their old self, and then Aerith walking by Zack, and it's almost like she catches a whiff of it or something like that, because she stops. And then she's like, I missed the still sky. And that's it for the base game. I'll see you guys in Intergrade. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And then also follow my Twitch, because I'm going to be streaming Rebirth when it comes out. So yeah, and the demo if it does get released. So yeah, the Unknown Journey will continue in the future. So I'll see you guys then. Take it easy.